I'm often asked, why should we hire the Briggs Law Firm to represent us in a personal injury claim? And that's a very good question. It's a question that should be asked. Years ago, lawyers earned their work through handling cases one by one, and their reputations grew, and that's how the work came to them. With advertising becoming permissible in Florida back in 1983, the advertising market has taken over how lawyers obtain their clients. You know that from the billboards that populate our roads, from the TV commercials that inundate your household. The Briggs Law Firm doesn't put themselves on billboards, doesn't get on television. We still do it the old-fashioned way because we believe qualifications and experience is what a lawyer should be judged by. In that regard, we feel our qualifications and experience match up with all of our competition. Experience-wise, I represented insurance carriers for about 10 years, first part of my career, and I learned everything about how insurance carriers operate and the strategies they use. We believe that carries over quite well to representing the other side of the fence, the accident victims, which we've only represented for over 30 years now. In terms of trials, I've had trials in Jacksonville, in Pensacola, in Orlando, throughout Central Florida, all the way down to Miami. We don't look to have trials. We look to resolve cases appropriately. We don't look to jump into litigation, but we litigate cases and try cases when it's necessary to bring about the appropriate result for a client. During those years, we've experienced all kinds of cases: cars, trucks, motorcycles, golf carts, boats, trip and falls, slip and falls, defective products. Our website will talk a lot about that. We've seen just about everything in that regard, and that experience we think brings value. I'm a board-certified lawyer, have been since 1983. It's the highest professional recognition that the Florida Bar acknowledges and even conducts. A very small percentage of lawyers are board-certified in Florida. It's an uncomfortable process, including a rigorous examination, but it permits a board-certified lawyer to actually say that they are a certified expert or a certified specialist. Lawyers who are not certified who cannot say that. In fact, there's no lawyer in the state of Florida who's been board-certified longer than I have. I'm selected for a super lawyer listing, which less than 6% of the lawyers in the state are selected for. The first lawyer in Ocala and Marion County selected for personal injury practice. I'm an A-rated lawyer by Martindale-Hubbell, the highest achievement in terms of rating, peer review rating by other lawyers and judges that can be achieved. Less than 15% of the lawyers in America have an A rating. I served as an officer in the U.S. Army 1970 to 1972. I'm not real sure what that brings to my practice, but it brought a lot of maturity to me, a lot of organization to me, and I think those skills have carried over well to law school and my practice since then. We're a boutique practice at the Briggs Law Firm. What does that mean? Well, we don't handle every case that comes our direction. We're very discerning about our cases and our clients. If we feel there is any suggestion of fudging or fraud or misplaced expectations, we don't take those cases. We screen that very carefully at the beginning. And we only handle a select number of cases. Now, what that provides for our client is easy and quick access to their lawyer. Our cases are driven and handled by the lawyers, not by the legal assistants in our office. Our clients learn if they need to speak with their lawyer, they get them. They may not get them at the time they call if we're busy, but they'll get a call back usually within 24 hours. We don't talk about the results that we achieve because we think it's inappropriate. When you state an amount that you got for a client, it really tells you nothing about whether it was an appropriate result or not. It might have been half what the result should have been. It might be more than what the result should have been. So it's an inappropriate marker. We think that the feedback and the personal stories of our past clients tell a better story, and our website has a number of personal stories, almost testimonials of past clients, and it doesn't talk about what we got for them. So our boutique practice and hands-on by the lawyers we consider very important. And we're local. We consider that very important. My family dates back to 1852 in Marion County. I'm a fifth generation. My son Bo is a sixth generation. And during that time, when we've lived here, become educated here, met people of all ages and walks of life here over that entire history, we have, frankly, a lot of connections and commonality with folks here. We're very invested in our community since we live and work here, not just have an office here. We have become very involved in our community. Bo was recently the president of the local Rotary Club, is an active soccer team traveling coach. I've been involved in a number of activities here, probably the hallmark of which was being one of the founding board members of our local YMCA, and I headed up the 3-year effort to secure both land and the capital to construct our YMCA as it exists in Marion County today, the largest capital campaign in the history of the county at the time it was conducted, for which the Central Florida YMCA named me, which I'm very proud of, the Volunteer of the Year from amongst over 10,000 volunteers. Most recently, my service has included being the president of the Florida State Golf Association, a term which ended last year, which is the largest state or regional golf association in the world with over 260,000 members. So we continue to support our community, invest in our community, live and practice in our community. We believe that brings added value to our law firm and to our clients. So these are all things that we think are important to be considered when you consider what personal injury lawyer is right for your case.